What if the places we travel to aren't just filled with living, breathing inhabitants, but also those who have crossed over to the other side? Imagine destinations where the past refuses to stay buried, where spectral echoes of bygone eras linger, infusing the air with an inexplicable aura of mystery. Today, we're venturing into the shadows, unearthing stories that exist between reality and the supernatural. Prepare yourself for a chilling journey as we count down the top 10 most haunted places around the world. We begin our countdown with the ancient Ram Inn in England, a place where the past never truly dies. Nestled in the quaint town of Watton-under-Edge, this centuries-old inn is steeped in a history that's both fascinating and unnerving. From its construction in 1145, it's been a hub for tales of witchcraft and the supernatural. Legends whisper of a witch who took refuge in one of the rooms, only to be burned at the stake in the 16th century. Today, her spirit supposedly haunts that very room. But she's not alone. From the spectral sight of a Roman centurion on horseback to the apparitions of murdered children, the inn is rife with eerie tales. Visitors and ghost hunters alike have reported unexplainable phenomena, from chilling whispers in the dead of night to sudden drops in temperature. This ancient, haunted inn definitely sets the bar high for our countdown. Next in line, we descend into the eerie underworld of Paris, the Catacombs. This labyrinth of darkness was born out of necessity in the late 18th century when Parisian cemeteries were brimming over. To solve this problem, officials decided to use the tunnels of former quarries to store the remains, creating a vast subterranean ossuary. Over 6 million people rest here, their bones arranged in a macabre display of mortality. Ghostly tales abound in these chilling corridors. Some speak of the Green Man, an unfortunate quarry worker lost in the tunnels 2 centuries ago, whose ghost now haunts the catacombs. Others tell of inexplicable voices, chilling whispers that echo through the bone-lined halls, leaving visitors with an unsettling sense of being watched. The catacombs of Paris offer a haunting journey into the city's past, where the line between history and horror blurs. The chilling whispers of the catacombs echo long after you've left its dark corridors. Our journey takes us back to England, to the formidable Tower of London. This historic castle on the north bank of the River Thames in central London has a bloody past that can send chills down your spine. From William the Conqueror to Queen Elizabeth I, the tower has been a pivotal part of England's royal history. But with power comes treachery, and the tower has seen its fair share of beheadings, imprisonments, and torture. The infamous White Lady, whose perfume fills the White Tower, and the ghostly apparitions of Anne Boleyn, the second wife of King Henry VIII, who was beheaded at the tower, are among the many spectral residents reported by visitors. The chilling experiences of visitors, from icy cold spots to sudden feelings of unease, add to the haunting aura of this place. The Tower of London stands as a stark reminder of a past filled with terror and death. From a suicide forest in Japan to a plague island in Italy and a haunted hotel in the USA, our countdown takes us across the globe. In at number 7 is the eerily silent Aokigahara forest in Japan, also known as the Sea of Trees. This dense, quiet woodland sits at the northwest base of Mount Fuji, and it's infamous for its association with suicide. The forest's dense foliage and uneven terrain make it easy to get lost, adding to the eerie atmosphere. Visitors have reported feeling an intense sadness and hearing whispers in the wind. Some even claim to have seen apparitions among the trees. Next, we travel to Italy, to the hauntingly beautiful Poveglia Island, coming in at number 6. Once a quarantine station for plague victims and later a mental hospital, the island's history is steeped in death and suffering. The abandoned buildings and overgrown vegetation give it a post-apocalyptic feel. Tales of ghostly sightings and eerie sounds are common among those brave enough to visit. Some say they've heard the cries and screams of past inhabitants carried on the wind. Now, let's head over to Colorado, USA, where the Stanley Hotel awaits us at number 5. This grand old hotel, nestled in the Rocky Mountains, was the inspiration for Stephen King's The Shining. Guests and staff have reported numerous paranormal encounters, from ghostly figures in hallways to children's laughter echoing in empty rooms. The hotel's most famous spectral resident is said to be Flora Stanley, the wife of the original owner, who is often heard playing the piano in the middle of the night. These places, all steeped in history and saturated with sorrow, are a testament to the enduring power of the past. They provoke a sense of unease, a shiver down the spine, and a fascination with the unknown. They remind us that some stories linger long after the final chapter has been written. the world is indeed filled with places that echo with the unseen. At number 4, we have the Eastern State Penitentiary, a place where despair and death were once everyday occurrences. This imposing fortress-like structure in Philadelphia was once the most famous and expensive prison in the world. Operational from 1829 to 1971, the penitentiary was known for its brutal living conditions. Inmates lived in solitary confinement, subjected to a regimen of hard labor and silence that drove many to madness. Over its 142 years of operation, the prison housed approximately 75,000 inmates, many of whom died within its walls. Today, it's a hotspot for paranormal activity. Visitors and staff report strange phenomena, disembodied voices, shadowy figures, and chilling apparitions of former inmates. Some even claim to have been touched or pushed by unseen hands. The Eastern State Penitentiary is a chilling testament to man's inhumanity to man. It serves as a stark reminder of a past where punishment took precedence over rehabilitation, its ghostly inhabitants forever trapped within its stone walls. Our third spot takes us to the Queen Mary, a luxury liner turned haunted ship. The Queen Mary, once a beacon of luxury and elegance at sea, now stands as a chilling testament to the supernatural. She first set sail in the early 1930s, serving as a symbol of technological prowess and a testament to human ingenuity. However, during the Second World War, the Queen Mary transformed into a troop ship, carrying thousands of soldiers across the Atlantic. Over the years, the ship has been a silent witness to numerous deaths, earning her the nickname the Gray Ghost. Today, the Queen Mary is permanently docked in Long Beach, California, serving as a tourist attraction, hotel, and a hotspot for paranormal enthusiasts. Visitors often report unexplained phenomena, from eerie whispers in the engine room to full-bodied apparitions in the ship's luxurious staterooms. Haunted or not, the Queen Mary is a piece of living history, a relic of a bygone era. The Queen Mary sails on, forever carrying her spectral passengers. Our runner-up is no ordinary island. Welcome to the Island of the Dolls. Located in the channels of Xochimilco, south of Mexico City, this island is a chilling tribute to the tragic death of a young girl. Legend has it, the island's caretaker, Don Julian Santana Barrera, found a girl drowned under mysterious circumstances. He also found a doll floating nearby, which he hung on a tree as a mark of respect. Over time, Barrera started hanging more dolls. Some say he was driven by the tormented spirit of the girl. Others believe he was simply mad. But all agree that the sight of hundreds of decaying dolls with vacant eyes and twisted bodies is unsettling. Visitors often report whispers in the wind, footsteps in the dead of night, and dolls blinking their glassy eyes. Some even claim to have heard the dolls whisper to them. The Island of the Dolls is a place where nightmares come to life. Finally, at number 1, we have the ghostly Pripyat amusement park in Ukraine. This chilling sight was once filled with the laughter and joy of families and children, but now it stands silent and abandoned, a stark reminder of a catastrophe that forever changed the course of history. The park was scheduled to open on May 1, 1986, just days after the infamous Chernobyl disaster. The disaster's fallout forced the entire city of Pripyat to evacuate, leaving the park desolate and untouched. The area is steeped in a grim history that is palpable even today. It's not just the eerie silence that unsettles visitors, but also the countless reports of ghostly sightings. Phantom voices, spectral apparitions, and an overwhelming sense of dread are common experiences, making the Pripyat amusement park a hotbed for paranormal activity. The Pripyat amusement park stands as a haunting monument to a disaster that shook the world. Our journey through the world's most haunted places has come to an end. We've delved into the chilling tales of the ancient Ram Inn, braved the eerie depths of the Catacombs, and felt the cold whispers of the Tower of London. We've wandered through the Aokigahara forest, set foot on Poveglia Island, checked into the Stanley Hotel, felt the chill of Eastern State Penitentiary, sailed with the Queen Mary, and ventured to the Island of the Dolls. Lastly, we've explored the ghostly echoes of the Pripyat amusement park. These places remind us that sometimes the past refuses to be forgotten. Until next time, sleep tight.